hope.
Hey everyone, how's it going? We're back for an episode of Address This Mess after a long hiatus. Stinger had some personal issues he was off on. You want to talk about those, Mike?
I'm switching genders, or thinking about switching genders.
Good.
It's kind of a big deal.
I always knew.
Trying to talk him out of it.
Me too.
I used to like to wear my mom's underwear, bras. Anyway, we got some sponsors to run through on this show. This show is brought to you by Amazon. If you're looking to buy anything at all, make sure you check out Amazon first. But before you do that, go to our website at addressthismess.com. Click the link, and that throws us some money, and then we kick that back to the troops and do that. Also, as you can tell with my clean-shaven face, I am now a member of the Dollar Shave Club. So, Dollar Shave Club, it's great. They send razors directly to your door for as little as $3.50 a month. Then you don't have to go to the store to get them. You don't have to deal with any of the hassle with overpriced razors. And, yeah, it's just a good way to go, really. And now, Stinger, I'm going to hand the rest over to you here. I've done enough and does.
If you like audiobooks, show's brought to you by Audible.com. Audible.com is a audiobook superstore. You get pretty much everything you want. Pretty sure Alex Mackenzie is listening to Infinite Jest by David Foster Wallace on tape. It's a 6-week book on tape. That's how long it takes to read it.
I've been working on it.
He's trucking through. He likes tennis.
He likes to.
That's what the book's about.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you.
Which AMAC already knew because he's listened to it.
I think I got the wrong book.
And if the book seems too challenging, you can go to onit.com. And that's a supplement superstore where you can get a bunch of stuff that helps you. You think you learn better? They got pills that make you do all sorts of stuff. I can process oxygen better. I can feel better after a hangover, jet lag.
Mm-hmm.
And they got some shit that makes your brain all crisp.
I like that new mood because it's got that 5-HTP in it. Mm-hmm. Really gets you going. Rebuilds that serotonin.
You can take it the night before. And if you want to get those pills, if you go to addressthismess.com and click on the banner, that's how you get your stuff.
Yeah, we gotta set up our link. We actually have a coupon code now that we can save you 10%.
Do we?
Yeah, we do.
It's next level.
We just gotta get that set up. I'm sorry about that, folks, but we will.
He gives a fuck. Out here feeling guilty.
All right.
Cool.
We got a special guest on the show today. It's a first timer here. We've got Mr. Clayton Quamme. You're supposed to say something.
Oh, hi.
Most people just listen to
Only
this
like 10 or 20,000 watch it. There's like 500,000 that just listen.
Yeah, so you're getting a lot bigger audience if you actually talk
like
during
these
the
are guys
show.
on the treadmill. They're driving in traffic.
Driving.
I'm just waiting to jump in here, Odd.
Look at interject. I object.
Why? Because it's devastating to my case.
Yeah.
Overreal. Good call.
Good God.
Underrated movie. Underrated actor, actually, because he went so fucking crazy, don't you think?
Jim Carrey.
He's not going to get those props until he passes away, and we all go, oh, yeah, remember?
How
He
brilliant
was the shit, but
Jimbo.
somehow he is an anti-vaxxer. Yeah. And they're like, fuck.
He's got... I saw him on posters for that, like, speak up, speak out mental health thing everywhere. Mm-hmm. Where it just says, like, mental illness.
I'm sure he does some very, very good things. He just... There's a guy, again, who did a bunch of stuff and got so much money that we don't even get to see him anymore. Yeah. Not only does he only pick and choose projects he might want to do, that's the case with Mike Myers and Eddie Murphy after they got that Shrek money. Yeah. He's like, I don't have to do anything. Yeah. So we just don't see him anymore.
Yeah, that's it.
Fuck.
I can retire.
Yeah.
You can't say you wouldn't do the same thing. Like
no,
today,
like, well, you have like, you can't buy more time.
No.
So you're like, I have a finite life here and more money than I can even think of spending.
Yeah.
So, yeah, you're probably not going to see me on the screen anytime soon.
Yeah, exactly. I'm coming back to the pulp mill. Want a bunch of money, I'm back.
See, this is why you're supposed to pick an opening topic.
Why? Just carry it.
Well, so I've been down at school for a while and didn't learn a damn thing.
Oh, we could talk about something other than that.
Well,
You passed. You were doing just fine. You got what you needed, didn't you?
Oh, yeah. Made her through.
That's all a guy can ask for.
What about Trump? You want to talk about Donald Trump? What do you got going on there?
I don't know. You see much of him lately?
No, I don't.
I don't watch TV, but I listen to like just the. I only see the highlight reel of that guy.
Apparently, they've been doing quotes on him. Donald Trump and Ted Cruz are trolling each other with Jim Carrey references.
Nice.
That's a day old.
Actually, you know what I just bought was Brian Fallon's new album, A Wonderful Life.
Yeah.
It's got me in a good mood. There's a song on there I think even you would like it.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I was thinking.
Brian Fallon, that's the Gaslight Anthem? Yeah.
He did a solo album. Go and check it out if you want.
That came out a while ago, didn't it?
No. He had a single come out.
Yeah,
the album
I
just came
heard
out.
the single, yeah.
Yeah. But I bought it at the record store, Old School. And I was just thinking, like, we need some posters for this fucking place.
Yeah, man, we do.
And that's where you get them. And I was like, who the fuck even thinks to buy a poster? Or, like, you know, like the flags they would make, like the cloth.
Yeah.
Or the blankets the fucking guy sells on the side of the road.
Yeah.
Around the van.
Yeah.
Get a nice wolf one.
I never knew there was a van under there.
I know, it's like...
I didn't know. I thought it was just like a rack setup. I was like, oh, the van that sells the blanket. I'm like, it's not a fucking van.
But is that some sort of pyramid scheme thing? Just like candles or fucking Tupperware? It's like, I have a bunch of blankets and then I sell them to my friends so they can sell blankets. And whoever has a van.
That guy's on the street level. He's on the corner hustling.
Yeah. Because where are they getting the fucking blankets? They're cool blankets. A lot of them. You see one where you're like, I would fucking have that for sure.
Yeah.
But I'm not pulling over to buy it from a guy in a van on the side of the road. Like, I can order that online, which I'm assuming he did. Where is he getting these blankets at discount?
Probably somewhere.
Knocking over trucks.
Dude, I bought a hoverboard. That was cool.
Yeah.
Yeah. That was knocking over trucks reminded me of it because I got a hoverboard for $60 down on Granville Street. And those things are like, I looked up, they're like $600, man.
Really? Where is it now?
I sold it.
How much did you sell it for?
Sold for $250.
Really?
So I made a $190 profit there.
Nice.
Those ones are weird because everyone, it's like you're hovering, but it's not a hoverboard.
No, it's not a hoverboard at all. You're right on. When I heard hoverboard,
yeah,
and then that's what they're called, I'm like, you fucking liars.
Yeah,
like this
you
is a Segway without a handle.
Yeah.
You can't even take that on your grandmother's carpet. If you can't do that, it's not a hoverboard.
This will track dirt through the house.
Yeah, man. This is a shitty little fucking remote controlled something.
And they're dangerous too. I've seen so many back injuries.
Oh yeah.
So many online.
You know what's funny is the three of us fucking monkeys are standing around dissing this thing. Meanwhile, there's something in there that transcends any of our understanding of science or physical properties of anything. That fucking gyroscope in those things.
Yeah.
It's like that 1%ers are finding that shit out and then we all get to use it like fucking consumer monkeys.
Yeah.
And it's like
But the one thing they didn't figure out was the batteries. Those things are light on fire.
Well, they really?
Yeah, man.
Does that add to the fun or what?
Yeah, dude. There's some cool videos of them. People just like rolling down the street and then their hoverboard lights on fire. Some of them have blown up too.
Cool.
They're pretty cool looking. Like, look at this guy.
Yeah.
He loves it.
Weird. Like, do you think...
Evil board. They're calling it an evil board. This is breaking news on Cyberlink where the evil board implodes.
I have to see it though. I don't
Look
know
at
that.
the music they've dubbed to it.
How do we know that?
Yeah, that's the
actually
thing. I
happened?
don't know that exploded.
It just seems like a.
I mean, I'll buy it.
You didn't
I'll
see.
buy it.
Yeah, you don't.
But I want to.
What the?
I want to see
What
the guy's foot
reputable
go.
company is this? They just news network just came across. What the hell is this? That was the headline at the bottom. Oh, this one might be good. I think. Oh, this is the same one.
Getting Rick rolled.
It's so good we had to see it a second time.
Never gonna give you up. Never gonna let you.
Oh, we got multiples here.
See, I get it. Like, I'm buying it.
They're cool though. They're like
obviously nobody has their camera out when it explodes. That's like getting a fucking great white to breach.
No, they're getting pretty good at that though. They're getting some pretty good footage. When is Shark Week, by the way?
Who cares? It's always Shark Week, son. Those
Somewhere.
things are motherfuckers every day of the week. They don't change.
I think this guy's free.
What is going on, dude?
Listen to this guy.
My hoverboard, bro.
Mom, get some water or something.
That'll help.
It's on fire.
I got a camera in my hand. I can't move.
He tried to dunk on me, Craig.
Dude, I love listening to it talk.
Great camera work, by the way. What is he blowing on it?
I think he's dragging it over to the water.
Mom?
Mom, it's on fire.
Well, like, is there no warranty on those things?
I do not know how that works. If your hoverboard
And
lights
is there
up,
one company that's making these things, or is there?
there's a
some
bunch, and I think they're coming. I think a lot of you get
Yeah,
cheap ones out of China.
for sure.
The battery just shot out. Yeah, they're getting a lot of cheap ones out of China, and I think they're on their way out, man, because a lot of places aren't selling them anymore. They're just not carrying them. Like, you can't buy them anywhere.
I think
like
it's
Zellers and
Flash.
like all those places.
Until that motherfucker can hover, and then it's coming back.
Yeah.
As long as the battery, I guess, doesn't shit the bed still.
It's pretty cool though. The like self.
But if you have the shit to make your shit float, it's not like you're skimping on price.
Yeah.
You can't make that over in wherever they make those things.
Wherever those things are made, they can't make those. I
Well,
think everything.
Insert country name.
Yeah.
Insert punchline.
Third world. One of them.
Yeah. Apparently, like, Nepalese people. You ever met a Nepalese person? Probably not. They're all slaves, apparently.
Never even heard of a Nepalese.
Yeah, from Nepal.
Okay, I've
That's
heard
who-
of Nepal.
That's who builds everything over in that Qatar place. They're getting the World Cup or whatever in 2022 or
Yeah,
some
I heard
shit.
about
So they
that.
got to build all these stadiums.
Yeah.
They're using slaves, and they're completely open
Well,
about it.
did you hear?
And they're all Nepalese people.
Yeah.
I heard that's how Dubai was built. Did
Oh,
you
yeah,
hear
That's
about
what
that?
they're doing right now.
They openly do it, and they're like, "Yeah, well, that's how
Well,
we're
I
rocking
guess
it,
what
so,
they did-
looks like we're doing it."
In Dubai, I guess they took a bunch of Indians, like from India. The Indians, right word?
Real Indians, yeah.
Yeah. Then took them from India, brought them in, said, "You're gonna get, like, we'll pay you this. We have all this, set everything up for them." Brought them in, and then when they got there, they took their passports away, so they couldn't leave,
Yeah.
and then paid them shit.
Yeah.
No, they say they're paying their families back home. They're like, "Yeah, we just send it all back there, right? Because that's what you guys are here for. You know, we give you a bit of food, shelter."
Oh, is that what they do?
Oh, it's slavery. Oh, you mean we're slave? Okay, right on.
Thank you.
They had to, because they're having guys die on site because there's other guys just fall.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
there's just this big pool of blood, and they were showing they just pull the guy away, scrub it down, and there's a big blood stain there, and you just work over it. And it's
Oh,
like
that guy's
this-
falling
yeah.
from like the skyscraper, like
yeah,
from
like,
up,
from
like
heights,
right,
like
right.
no tie off, no nothing.
Yeah,
Not
just
even a rope
they
around
hit the ground, you
waist.
just drag him out of the way.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Jimbo,
pretty much.
you're up. Climb
Like
the
even those
fucking pole, buddy.
even those African guys that like jump off and like break, even they tie a rope around their fucking feet, right? It's like,
I'm a man. No, I'm not. I'm dead.
not that there's any justifying that.
What did they do? I don't get the references after.
I remember seeing it on Ripley's Believe It or Not. That was big when we were kids. They had
Yeah,
a
yeah.
show for a few seasons.
Yeah, I remember the show.
They just had to start showing crazy shit at the end of the day. I mean, that was the whole show, sort of. But
Believe it or not, yeah.
yeah, these guys, they just I don't know
Vines.
if it's a festival.
No,
Yeah.
I remember it. There
Or
were
if it's
vines.
like-
It's becoming a man.
Yeah,
kind of
it's
thing.
this rite of passage thing,
Yeah.
I think, and it's also like if you're the alpha, like getting to mate, it's like a weird human rating ritual at the same time. It's
Yeah.
like the shows. It's like there's animals all over the planet that do stupid stuff to be able
yeah.
to fuck the broads, right?
Yeah.
Like there's some have plumage that
Pick up
lights
the
up.
bill.
Is this
Yeah,
it?
some of them like yeah.
Is this it?
Yeah, there you go.
We do the craziest shit. I'll pick up that bill.
Yeah,
for
I'll
sure.
pay for that. You want another drink? Yeah, you're an $11 martini.
Is
I
this
think
it?
this is it, actually.
Yeah, and it's really like there's no winning here. Like
Okay, so
Yeah,
this
there's
is
no
called
give.
Tribe Men Jump 80 Feet into the Ground.
Yeah, there's no
If
give in
those of
these,
you watching
in
at
these either.
home.
Look at this. Look at these idiots.
Oh no!
like there's no winning.
Snap.
Do they hit the ground?
No, they don't hit the ground.
They do, but it's like before they break their neck, they're
Their back is broken.
you're supposed to try to get as close to the ground as you can, and that's what makes you
A man.
shit.
Yeah.
So like you're supposed to like touch
So are
touch
you-
your forehead.
Are
off
you
and-
weighing? Are you measuring out the vine you're using then?
Sort of like they don't have fucking a tape measure, but they're like pulling it down from the top to the
they're like,
bottom,
"This
and
looks
then like
good, yeah."
it's good, we're good, right? Look
Yeah.
at this little fuck. Like, come on, you're not telling us we're just a bunch of silly fucks?
Whoa!
That's a human, same as you and I. That's what they do.
Is that how they get taller?
It's a little shaken.
Yeah, this is how they show, and then they wrap their.
This is crazy,
what you
people. You're
do.
gonna want to Google this.
Because your dad did it.
It's like
Well, that's the thing about
And
a
you're
kid.
like,
a kid,
"I'm gonna be a man."
a kid is a sponge, right?
And your dad's like, yeah, do that for sure. For sure, do that. He's like, I did it, and my
Look at
pappy's
me, I'm
pappy. And
fine.
it's like, what? It's like, I guess you're free to do what you want.
But this is a
This
thing.
is your experience. This is how you're rocking it.
Well, kids they're sponges, and what you tell a kid is good is good. Like if you take a kid from 80-foot jump.
Fucking
Oh, did he just pile? Did it snap? Where's the impactor?
Wait, hold on.
Oh my word!
Look at
That's
him.
a full-grown man.
Oh, he took it really well.
It's a perfect jump.
They're literally bungee jumping, but with like a static
You
line.
just try to survive, I guess. But
The next video sounds interesting.
What?
Tribe meets white man for first time with narration.
that's
Maybe we'll skip on that one. 14-minute video. Gonna be a little boring for the viewers at home. Anyway,
just a
what
bunch
else?
of animals. Like they jump out of a tree, and your rite of passage is just you finger bang some chick who may or may not have been sleeping at a party. I'm a man now. It's as weird as anything.
Oh.
But come on, you gonna tell me we're not just a bunch of animals?
But that's the thing about I'm trying to say earlier about like a child is a sponge. Like you take a child from infant and raise it. Like whatever you tell the kid is good is gonna think it's good.
Mm-hmm.
Like you can go tell your kid it's good to go and punch people in the face or steal. If you can go to the grocery store and come out with some bananas, that's a good move.
Yeah.
And the kid's gonna think it's doing a great job,
Yeah,
right?
he doesn't know any better.
There's serial
Yeah.
killers that start being real honest after they're already locked up for 17 life sentences.
Yeah.
They're like, all right, I'll tell you what's up. And they tell stories about it. And it's like their father created this guy.
Yeah.
For sure. There was one guy, he said, for whatever reason, his dad would make him go down to the lake where they were supposedly fishing. He'd make him shoot boxes of puppies. Not because there was like an excess of puppies. Like he was getting puppies.
And then getting his son to
I
shoot
want
them.
my son to shoot these puppies. And he's like, I hated my father my whole life. And he said one day, but he could never do anything to him. He was like this weird master relationship.
Right,
So like
right.
he couldn't actually kill him even though he wanted to go out killing people. So he said he grabbed a gun, walked down the road like 3 miles. There was a house there. He waited inside for people to come home. They walked into the living room. He stepped out. He killed 2 of them. And he's like, I never felt so good in my fucking life. Like he's just looking at the camera. It's like I was high. I was finally alive. This whole thing. And then he's like, I just start driving. I take their vehicle. I start driving.
Yeah.
And he's like, 7-8 hours go by. I'm just fucking ripping, flying. And then all of a sudden it goes away. It's starting to go away. And I'm like, no.
Yeah.
And he's like, I pull into another house. I wait. I step out. I murk him just when he's just
Really?
telling you. Yeah. And he's like, I was just killing people. He was on a spree. And like you had the news. They show the news. Like there's this guy.
Yeah.
You think he's heading in this direction, but you never know.
And they don't
And then
know
this
it,
girl, he comes in and murders this whole family. And this girl lays in her bed and she hears her whole family get murdered. And she sits there. And the video is like the cops rolling up to see her, and she's sitting at the end of on the end of the vehicle, and her whole family's murdered inside, and she's just sitting there like as broken as a person could be, like no clue what's going on.
How did
and then
she
she
not get
tells the
murdered?
story. She just laid there, and she didn't want to move because she could hear him walking around, and she said she thought that his shadow was there for like 8 hours. She said she laid still. She could like barely
Yeah.
breathe for 8 hours. She thought he was just standing there waiting for her to like rustle, and then
Right.
it was all over. But apparently he just left and didn't know of her because he had already killed 2 kids.
Right.
And their
Figured
2
that was
parents.
enough, eh?
And he's like,
They can't have
yeah.
3. 2
And
and
then-
2.
So
4.
that's her life and her story going forward. And this guy's standing there and he's like, there's no remorse. He's not like
Yeah.
you think about how you would feel if like there's this girl who has this story now and you took all these things. It's like you would just kill yourself.
Yeah.
It would be overwhelming.
Oh,
But this
yeah.
guy's just like, it's just how I was rocking. Like he was built that way as a kid.
Yeah.
And it was like you can make a psychopath. You can make a murderer.
Oh shit! Here we go, making a murderer. By the way,
But look at feral kids too, like those kids that were just like somehow raised by wolves or whatever the fuck. They bump into that. Like there's that famous kid in France in like the 1600s.
Yeah.
They'd found it and he'd just been raised by wolves. And they tried to teach it, and there was just like no way. Like it could pick up a bit, but it just knew how to be.
By
like a
it, you mean the
wolf.
child?
yeah.
Just
Oh,
knew
the
how to be
kid.
like-
The kid was a wolf.
Yeah, it was raised by dogs,
Okay.
and it just ate like a dog. Like it had all those things set up.
Did it run on all 4s?
Yeah, like it would crouch like a capoeira guy.
Okay, but when it wanted to get up to speed, did anyone?
I don't know
Watch
how
it.
I don't know how bipedal it was. I don't know if it ever ran bipedally.
Jesus, that's a good word. Eh?
That was a big word.
But
Write that down.
those kids, and like you're saying, like that's what was downloaded on that little kid's brain, and you can make that kid anything, really. It's fucking weird.
Yeah.
Which is why, like my kid is going to be in grade 1, not understanding that kids don't shoot like 600 pucks in the basement a day. And he's like, you guys don't do this?
Am I the only one?
Don't you like food? How do you eat? I 300 pucks, I get dinner.
Now there's 300 are going to snack before bed.
It's not cruel because it's just all he knows.
Just living through your kid. Get there, Jimmy. I think that's the hardest part in anything, though. Like doing the shooting pucks reminded me of it because I was thinking about it's really easy to get like to a certain level at anything you pick up. Like a lot of people are like, oh, I learn things really quick, but then I taper off. And you're like, no, I think that's with everything. Like if you look at something, it's usually like to get 75% of the way is always pretty easy. But to get those last parts, you know, like I played hockey for 20 plus years. And I'm like, I know how to shoot a puck. I don't need to shoot any more pucks. I know what I'm doing. I've shot, thousands of pucks. But to get to that next level of shooting a puck, if I shoot a puck like 100 times a day, even now, like you're gonna get better at it. Like the more you do something, the better you get. But I think your progress slows so much down as you're reaching like to the top of that scale. Like it's what would it be?
Well, it's even just
Not
opportunity.
linear.
When you're talking about drawing out of a pool that big, it's like even the opportunity to play somewhere, to get the opportunity to develop and move forward ahead of all these other people. There's only so many spots in the NHL.
Yeah.
You fight with all these guys for them, and just try to imagine the guys that have fallen by the wayside who were good enough somehow, some way, and then the opportunity that things just never came and never aligned themselves properly.
Yeah.
But I think about like that just with anything in life. Like you think, like the more you do something, you're getting better at it. You might not realize it, but the more you do it, like repetition seems to be the key to really nailing something down. Yeah. Like I used to always drive my truck like a jackass, and anytime it would rain, I'd go sliding around corners and drift it everywhere. And I was getting pretty good. Now when I go to try to do it, I'm pretty nervous. I'm going to pile my truck off of the road when I hit the gas a little too much. And it's just because you're not doing it as much as you used to. The more you do something, the better you get. I'm trying.
I got to start golfing again. I have to see how bad I am on it. Like this, you have this huge off season. It was something I was so obsessed with for half a year.
Yeah.
Half a year out. Now I got to see where I'm at.
Yeah.
And try to like.
I always thought basketball would be like the sport that would be the easiest to get into if you just were dedicated.
Yeah.
All you have to do is just take that ball and just shoot.
If you're Steph Curry,
just sit there and just shoot and shoot and shoot. And like everywhere you move, like just make sure that you can nail the shot from every different spot.
Steph Curry's hitting from 6 feet behind the 3-point line routinely.
Yeah.
He just does.
It's crazy.
And it looks like he's chucking it up. Like it's not the smoothest stroke in the world.
Yep.
And it just drops.
Well, he nailed that one from half at the All-Star game right at the end.
And legends, like some of the old people in the game are like trying to like shit on it now. Because they're like, well, those are stupid shots. You shouldn't be teaching kids to take those shots.
Why not?
Yeah.
Well, why not? Why, but why not? But they can't make them. Like if you're going to take those shots as a kid, you're going to miss 90% of them.
Yeah.
You're just going to hurt your team. You're just going to become a bad... Like, you don't want kids to... But once you get to this level, it's the 1%ers of who's the best at anything. Yeah. You're going to have a guy that emerges like that. Yeah. Like an Alex Ovechkin who just scores 60 goals. And no one explains it. Yeah. And it's like, I wouldn't want some kid who can't do that on the right side taking clappers all day who can't even hit the net.
Yeah.
But when it comes to this guy, that's our whole power play. Send it over there. It just goes in.
Yeah.
But you don't exactly just run all power plays like that. It's like you have a certain weapon at that level. You're at the highest level of the game.
Yeah.
It's pretty exciting, man. They're going to go on a run this year, I think. I don't know.
They're built for it, man.
I'm trying not to get too excited about the Capitals right now.
Who they got in the first round?
It's not done yet. So
there's 10 games left in the season, but they're going to play either Philly or Detroit.
Yeah.
Or Pittsburgh. Because they'll be squeaking in the wild card spots in the East.
Who do you think's getting Rookie of the Year?
Rookie of the Year?
Yeah. Do you think that Ghostberg, or how do you say his name? Gosberg? Gostisbehere? Fucking Ghostbuster.
He's got a chance, but he didn't play enough games either. I think Eichel's getting slept on, man.
Yeah.
That guy's having a great year, but that Panarin kid's like fucking 23, and he's playing with Pat Kane. I don't know how much that takes out of your Rookie of the Year. When Eichel's playing in Buffalo.
Yeah, he's got nobody else.
Doing his thing. He's got a big couple guys to play with for sure,
yeah,
but it's like
That'd
they're
be unreal
fucking
if
the worst team in the league.
Yeah.
If Washington draws Pittsburgh in the first round, I'm nervous to play him, but it'd be super cool.
It'd be intense as fuck.
I love
But
this,
the thing is, I think Malkin's like gonna miss some of the first round. There's a good chance.
Really?
Yeah,
he's out.
He's pretty hurt for like 8 weeks, 6 to 8 weeks.
Jeez.
So you never know.
What is a cardiac
you don't want to
arrest? I feel like they're making apps for things that don't need. Like, what's a
stroke?
Cardiac arrest action app? What is that gonna do unless you have the defibrillator?
Well,
Hook your headphones up
yeah,
to
you're
his
dying.
nipples.
You're dying.
I'm in cardiac arrest. What the fuck?
Open my app. What's your password?
It's my mother's birthday. Why would I know your mother's birthday? Oh, yeah.
Hey, how come Nate Diaz is getting a rematch with McGregor?
Is that
Or
happening?
not getting? They're fighting again at UFC 200.
Nate,
Are they really?
Announced it today.
Oh,
Nate and Conor rematch.
I never
I did
heard
not.
of
I mean, it was a
Yeah.
report that surfaced on numerous websites, although I did not see Dana White come out and say, hey, this is what's what.
Oh, let's get
But
to
how is
Bono.
this fucking guy not going to defend his featherweight title? He sold us on all this shit. He's like, yeah, I'm going to fight 6 times a year. I'll
Look at
defend
this,
both belts.
eh? How shitty is this right now? We already printed the covers. We can't fucking change them.
Yeah, neither.
Ronda Rousey, Conor McGregor. Ah, shit.
Yeah, but you got to give it to the guy. He stepped up.
Oh,
2
no,
weight
Conor. Yeah,
classes.
yeah, for sure, man. I wouldn't say he stepped up 2. I would say 1.
But he got
Because
choked.
he was fighting, he was scheduled to fight at 155 anyway.
Yeah, but he was.
And then he had to go up to
He fought at
170.
155 or 2. Nate Diaz went up a weight class too.
Did he go up a weight class?
He doesn't
Well-
fight at 170. He has fought at 170, but he's 155 er.
Oh yeah.
But Connor's 145er. He's 145 champ. But he sold us on all these things where he was like, yeah, I'm gonna win here, I'm gonna win here, and fucking don't even worry about it. I'm gonna fight. He doesn't fight his featherweight title twice in a year. Then
Yeah.
you're
Look
joking.
at
You're
Conor
fucking that
McGregor.
whole-
No, I
dropped
agree. I agree
5
with that.
spots.
Dominic Cruz is the motherfucker, man.
He dropped
That's my guy to watch right now.
5 fucking spots.
Because I wasn't super into what he was doing in the WEC. I didn't see a lot of it
Yeah.
because he's in one of those lighter weight classes.
When do Jones and
End of April.
Cormier
Ooh, they were talking some mad shit.
right here?
There, right there.
Oh, that's on my birthday, man. I should remember that. Huge. April 23rd, everyone. If you want to send gifts in, just remember when Jones and Cormier are going at it, it's my birthday.
Demetrius Johnson on that card too against Cejudo. That's gonna be crazy.
Look at Arlovsky's face, man. He looks like he's
Gonna
just
get
taking a
fucked
beating.
up.
Look at
Against
that jaw.
Overeem.
I have Overeem working him.
Really?
Yeah, man. Overeem, like he got caught juicing a couple times
Mm-hmm.
for sure, but he's back and clean now, and he's fucking dropping guys.
He's clean now.
He's a kickboxer, man. He's a heavyweight kickboxer, like a fucking
you ever-
nightmare.
You ever seen the weigh-in with him? It's my favorite weigh-in. It's
Yeah,
sweet.
well, it's Alistair Overeem when he fought Brock Lesnar. He was
absolutely
juiced
massive.
to the fucking gills.
Oh, he had to have been.
Well,
There
look
has
at this,
never been
man.
anyone that frightening because this guy can kick your fucking scalp off your head.
Yeah, I've seen
Meanwhile,
some
he's a
K1 stuff.
linebacker.
Yeah.
Watch they show
Look at this guy.
Ariane looking at her. She's like, holy shit! Like, look how big he is, man. He's like, what?
And he fucking dismantled Brock Lesnar,
Yeah.
man. He started throwing some knees.
You ever seen him? Back when he was like fighting at 205?
man, yeah.
Just looks skinny.
Oh, yeah.
He just looks skinny, but you look him there. He's just an absolute monster.
He's got
Yeah,
this,
the juice will do that.
apparently Dutch kickboxers are just next level.
Okay, I can't see. Where
He's
would
one
I
of them.
see?
But yeah, there's never been a guy scarier than the Overeem that fought Lesnar.
Yeah.
Latest news. It would be in there for sure, right? See, I don't see it.
What are you looking for?
Trying to see that this is real. That Nate Diaz is fighting
Oh,
McGregor again. I don't believe it. UFC 200. When's that, May?
Rematch
In the works.
Yeah.
Who's trying to get the rematch? You think it's Diaz?
Well, it's a money.
Or is it?
It's a money rematch.
but what is it for?
I know it's not even for a title.
Just for a bunch of
nothing.
money?
It's just-
Like,
Well, the thing is, though, you want to see fighters fight,
Yeah.
right?
but fight for your title. He's
Yeah,
got
but
2
you know
guys
what? No,
waiting
he
for his
wants-
title.
I 100% agree with you, but like this kind of makes sense too for the money aspect of it. Like, I mean, it's like a
Yeah,
this
but
is
do
this
you-
is the course
Right.
that I'm on. I've got the title.
But do you think less people would watch
But
if
it
he was
makes-
defending his title? Like, I think no matter what, if McGregor's fighting, people are going to watch it.
Oh yeah, definitely.
They'll watch the rematch or give him a rematch with Aldo. You got Aldo.
They want Aldo, but I want to see him fight Frankie Edgar.
I would
for
rather see
sure.
him fight Edgar too, because I feel like.
But to fight Nate Diaz again, take off, man.
Campaign to fight in July. The plan right now is actually to fight Diaz again. After all, I don't know. You could tell
at 155.
Yeah, you could tell that Diaz.
Why
was
doesn't
in his
Nate
head,
Diaz
though.
want to fight for the title? He'd probably get shot at Dos Anjos.
Well, that's
At
what
lightweight.
after the fight. That's what McGregor said. McGregor's like, "I'll go down and I'll defend my fight or defend my belt."
You
He's
get a
like,
shot
"I need
at
to go
Dos
back
Anjos.
down to 145 and let those guys know what's up because they're all talking shit right now." Says I need to go back down
I
there.
guess
and let
that
them
guy
know.
just has to sell all angles at all times, though, right?
Oh,
Like,
yeah.
that's his game. That's what
You
he's
betcha.
doing.
But he had a good idea though. He was like, to me, it looks like he's like they don't need. He's promoting the fights great himself.
Yeah.
And he's smart with it. He's like, I'll go down, I'll smack around some guy in 145, let them all know what's up in my division to remind them why I'm the champ. He's like, and then Nate maybe gets a title shot against Dos Anjos, and then when he
Set
wins,
up a
then when he
rematch.
wins that, I'll come up to 155 and take the belt from him there.
Or from Dos Anjos.
Yeah.
Well,
Either way, it's a
but-
win-win for him. He can come up.
But
and
if
fight
Nate
either
if
one
Nate
of them,
fought
right?
Dos Anjos and won, and then McGregor fought Aldo or Edgar and won,
But it's so weird
and then
that
you went up.
I just does the discussion happen where all of a sudden McGregor's getting things not based on his merits, but based on only on his ability to sell. How much is his mouth getting
Well,
him the
now-
opportunities he wants?
Now, for sure. Well, I think that's what got him to where he is. But then when he really
But he
got
was
the hype
fulfilling
train
these
going,
prophecies or
he
whatever.
was. When he smacked down Aldo, that really just set.
That was an aura unlike you could ever achieve.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
But it's like,
But now that you just lost to Nate Diaz, like you said, he's the number 5 in the lightweight division. And you're trying to lobby to fight for the 155 belt, and the guy number 5 in that division smacked you down?
I think that was like a full-on fight fan fight.
but here's the thing. Dos Anjos might want to fight McGregor every bit as much because he's not going to get paid the same way if he fights anybody else. This guy's made himself the payday, so that they need to ask him, even
Like
if
what
they're
Ronda
holding the
Rousey
title.
was saying to people, like
You
when she was
fight
talking
me.
about Holly Holm. You know, I feel bad for Holly. She's going to come in the ring. You know, I'm going to smack her around. And I mean, she's going to lose, but she's got to know she's making a lot of money on this fight. So, I mean, after she takes the loss and starts feeling better about it, you know, she'll realize it was worth it and she got the money. And
Yeah, it was.
then she gets her fucking head kicked in. You're like,
Caught
ah.
a head kick. Don't.
but that's the-
yeah.
But now Misha Tate's champion. Now that division's all fucked up.
No, that's good. I like it. I like the way that
Nobody
it's all
wants to see
fucked up.
Ronda Misha 3.
Why not?
Ronda already whooped the shit out of her twice.
Yeah, but Ronda's
Early.
just been beaten.
I know,
What do you-
but Holly's just going to be that only one who's ever beat Ronda. Because Ronda's going to come in and just judo that bitch for a third time, take her title, and then who's left? Amanda Nunes is pretty exceptional. But I don't know. I've never seen her beat. Like, there's only 3 girls that anybody knows about. So you either, like, that have ever been champion, I suppose. That have ever held the belt. And, I guess, I don't know. I guess Misha's got some more sell now. But nobody's going to be tuning in to see her. They're going to be tuning in to see Ronda.
Yeah,
Beat the brakes off her, but then Holly's going to get that and beat Ratch because she'll be that one floating around out there who beat.
Yeah. Do you think Holly could beat Ronda again?
No. I do. Like, obviously her skill set is super, but if Ronda just goes back to her strengths, good fucking luck, man. She's going to toss you and armbar you.
yeah.
She was doing it to everybody before she got so overconfident. She could easily just revert back to that and fuck people up, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
I would assume. If she grapples you up, like, she's just one hip toss, and then what? This
Yeah.
bitch is on you, man. Big
Yeah.
old Ronda.
Big old Ronda. See, I could beat up Ronda Rousey. I'm going on record to say that right now. I've been having this debate. It's been going on for years. I know I could beat her.
I watched a video of
usually
her
you by
armbarring,
yourself
dude. I watched a
debating
video of her armbarring Luke Rockhold, and Luke Rockhold does not give up his arm. Like in the video, he's not like
He's not. He doesn't let her get it on.
yeah.
She
He's
ends
fighting
up,
it. Like she gets to a good position. Like the video starts and she's already in good. I don't know how she got there.
No.
She's in good position, but she wrestles his arm away and he taps. That's fucking middleweight champ.
No, I'd kick her fucking head in.
I don't know what kind of things I would do to.
You know what I should do? I should try get on to.
I'd love to sit in her guard too, so I might.
I should try get on like Jason Ellis and see if he'll line me up with like some like kickboxing champion broad, and I can go in there and fight her.
I'd be into that. I'd see that.
Yeah, that'll go over great.
I think that happens a lot in other countries.
Just to get a domestic.
Just match.
You like beating women?
That's what they used to do in like history. Like before people fucking gave a fuck, they would just throw two animals together.
I was gonna say,
Like,
are we ever gonna get back to?
What's
That's what I've always said. I really want to see like a lion fight a gorilla. I would love to watch it. I don't know how we can make this happen humanely, but I mean, we got to find a way to make it go.
Make them sign the
Hello,
contract.
Michael Vick.
Dogfighting seems boring as fuck.
I was gonna put a picture of I saw the kennel that Finley goes to. They Beaverly Canine's Country. They're good. Go to them. They put a picture of Finley just passed out after a run the other day. So I shared it and was like, oh, they're working, like Beaverly Trails, Canine Country's working really hard at getting Finley back down to his fighting weight. And I was like, wait a minute. Are you going to get backlash about like dog fighting over saying your dog's trying to get down to his fighting weight?
Your PR guy would fucking lose his mind.
I'm done. My whole tour is canceled. My whole fucking shebang.
I don't think Finley's really built for fighting it.
No.
He's more built for sleeping.
Yeah, he's made to lounge.
Yeah.
Real lounger. Dog fighting's got to be intense, man. You ever seen two dogs go at it?
Yeah, man.
I've seen two like of those.
But it's not
like
cool
cane
enough. Like, it's
corsos.
not even the biggest show you can get going. Obviously, it's way harder to get a couple gorillas or like a couple lions or something. But it's like dog fighting is like watching fucking Joanna Jacek or whatever, the strawweight broad, like, light up some other. It's like, this isn't even a heavyweight bout, and then just getting hurt.
They're just getting hurt. I don't know. I see what you're saying. Like you could go with a way cooler.
Is anyone
animal.
winning here?
What? I guess that's just a question you're never gonna.
What
know,
if
right?
like
If
you know how
someone's
you can
doing it-
train your dog to like, I don't know what
Do
they're
simple
understanding.
addition.
I don't know what they're understanding, but they're understanding some things.
Like a
What if
pat,
somehow you could train them to be like, you want to go? You want to scrap? You want to scrap another dog? And he'd be like, yeah. And you'd be like, he's consenting. He wants to fight.
do it.
It's a free dog in a free country. He wants to scrap. His name's on the contract.
If you could do
Don
it,
King's promoting it.
who would win, a gorilla or a lion?
I'm calling it, man.
I think
strength.
well I guess what I
Unless
really
he gives
want
up
to
that
see.
neck.
I'm gonna go with the lion.
The lion has talons.
I know, but I don't.
But
Do they
I
fuck
feel
with
like
them a
it-
lot. I think they only lock in with those talons. I don't know if they're like
swiping. I feel like
I think I think the gorilla would go on a defensive and the lion would go on an offensive, like an attack.
Yeah, but
that's
wait,
kind of the way that they are.
Could the
right?
gorilla just squeeze him and just
course,
crush his
yeah.
back?
Yeah.
Boom! Like the lion pounces, he's just like, here we go, and he's hoping that he can snap the lion's back before the lion takes the
Well,
neck.
does he know jujitsu or what?
Opposable thumbs?
Oh, that's
He'll
true.
grab some shit on you and just rip it off.
Rip it off.
Rip it right the fuck off. You
think-
might take a chunk of his deltoid right out, and he'll just be like, and just like crush things,
Yeah.
Just
break
growl
things.
it.
The amount of tensile strength on a gorilla, look the fuck out.
Well, I always wonder because they show like orangutans and shit. Those look like pussies compared to gorillas,
And they are not
like
pussies.
they're like those things have like 10 times the strength of the average human.
Yeah, and you get a group of them together, you're fucked.
And then you get a gorilla. Like I would love to see if we could just line a gorilla up, even just to throw down a bench press.
Well,
like, let's start loading some plates up. See
They
if this
did
guy can
that.
push.
Not with a gorilla, but with a mother orangutan.
Chimpanzee or
A bench?
Orangutan. She had a like a cable pole,
Mm-hmm.
like one like back row cable pole, and they just trained her so that she pulls on this thing, she gets sweet fruit.
Yeah.
So she just kept wanting to do it, so they kept upping the weight. 1,200 pounds, one arm. No joke. No joke. 1,200 pounds she pulled it, and she's like, "Give me that shit."
Yeah.
And it's the strength of 4 men and the brain of a fucking 2-year-old. How anybody wants to be around that is beyond.
We got the brain. The strength. Yeah. So is it just that
Those
thing
things just climb around, and like when they want to fuck you up,
they'll fuck
they
you
get
up.
right savage. They're not trying to land a left hook on your chin, man. They'll rip your fucking eyeballs out. Like they peel your face off. They rip your
I don't
digits.
get how they rip
They
face
rip your
off.
ball bag off.
Yeah, what do? They bite your dick off, don't they?
Yeah. Well,
That's my
they
fear.
rip your dick off because they know. Jesus Christ, I'm getting all worked up.
If some tries to
some
rip my
chimp.
dick
They know how important their thumbs are, so they know how important your thumbs are, and they fucking rip them off. Because then what the fuck are you doing with those thumbs? It's like you don't really realize.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden they rip your ball bag off. 'Cause that's your ability to reproduce, and they don't know how long they're going to be able to
now you
sit here
can't
and get you.
Yeah.
And then some people think, I've only heard it, I don't know how they substantiate it for sure,
Their dick
but they
size.
peel your face off because they have an understanding of your identity. They rip your face off so that you can never be recognizable
right.
to your loved ones, to your own like individual identity.
Okay. Well, they were
fuck
doing
that
those.
right
They
up.
do like night raids and shit, right? They're the first like gangsters to go start like doing night raids.
Their hood. There's
Yeah.
like so many different species though, right? It's like they're
Listen,
trying to keep up with
Can we
them.
watch
Yeah,
some
no
of
shit.
this?
They have these things called.
some-
They
bring up some
found.
chimps.
I guess Attenborough, that guy. He found these guys, Beely apes. They're called.
Yeah.
And the locals, they call them lion killers because they swear that they've seen lion versus this thing, and it's a ground nesting, like a gorilla. There's ground nesters
Okay,
because
a
you just
lion.
don't come near them.
Yeah. They're so like.
And they keep like a harem of broads.
Yeah.
So they're like big pimps, and they just because their dicks are that big.
Yeah.
Stinger, what does habituation mean? Don't mean to put you on
Habituation.
the spot. Do you know? Because I don't know. Because they're saying some shit's about to go down. That's habituation.
Habituators.
Oh, let's go.
Habituators. I don't know.
Okay, so you're talking about.
Habituators must be the guys who maintain their habitat.
These guys are
in
dead.
context.
Oh, takedown! Oh, no! Oh, dude,
Oh,
whoever-
the wrestler. Oh, I was just
No,
messing.
it's
bro. I
good.
was
It's good.
messing.
Just let go of my dick. It looks like he's holding his
Was
dick.
he being submissive? Oh no, they're just fucking around.
What are those ones with the weird butt?
Baboons.
But I thought their butts were pink. Those are gray butts.
Only when they're engorged hindquarters. When they're mating.
Oh, okay. Right. Oh,
at
no.
this guy.
Buddy, get it. Oh, dude, that
just
had to
having
hurt.
some fun. Oh,
Oh, he's rear naked! Dude, he rolled around.
get the fuck out of there!
Holy fuck! Take him!
Dude,
Get
they're probably just having so much fun too. Like
the chimp?
yeah, like
Yeah. They're like, yeah.
it would
That
just
guy's
be like,
getting fucked up.
Oh,
but it's like they're wrestling.
yeah, look at her!
They're only pulling on his arms. They're just like, hey, come here, you little fuck. And then he's like, oh, my shoulder, it's out of the socket.
Look at this.
Because if that was a vicious attack, that guy would be fucked
Oh, yeah.
up. He's just like, come
This
here.
guy's just playing a little bit.
Bitch, I can fuck with you.
Dude, did you see that? Like that guy who like kneels down in front of the like lion, the female
Buddy,
lion.
look at that chick's face
I
after a
don't.
chimp
I
attack.
know.
Oh,
That's the one.
Thanks for coming out. Idiot.
Is that a chimp biting Donald Trump's face? What?
It's just not good.
Wild chimp attack experiment. What are the worst experiments ever done? Was it that Nazi shit?
Sort of. Apparently the Chinese did some stuff where they were like legitimately just like, what happens if we put a guy in a barrel of acid?
Yeah.
A live guy, let's document it all. And they were just
yeah,
sadistically
they're like-
documenting like, well, this is what happened.
Yeah. And like cutting.
Like it was only for science. They're like, well,
yeah.
what else are we going to do?
Well, I
What
heard-
else nasty?
We got to
do we have?
know. We
I heard
got
they
to
were
know.
doing
Yeah.
shit like they would cut off a limb and just time how long it took for someone to die. They're like, yeah, your
yeah.
arm gets cut off. It takes you 17 minutes till you're dead.
Yeah, like a weird episode of Saw. It's
Look
like,
at, did he just high five him? The one guy ran in through a stick and ran back to his buddies. He's like, fuck yeah.
I watched this thing as
What are they going for here?
like it was just like the good
like a
documentary,
fake-
you know? This looks like just some weird shit.
Why are there no good new ones? Like every documentary,
Oh, he's trying to fuck with the,
every documentary
the cat.
is like so old. Like did
Look,
we?
he's throwing sticks and stones at it.
Yeah, man, they're trying to whap them. They're all taking turns.
I know, but he threw a rock. Like, I got something for him. Why?
Like, did they?
So, like, why do they not know that four of them can go over there and pull that thing apart, though?
I don't know.
You know what was? I heard that was fucking super crazy, and I didn't get to see the video or anything, but these monkeys started training dogs. And they fed these dogs, and these dogs would stick around. And then when something would come around, the dogs would bark, and then the chimps would come down.
Really?
Yeah.
And it was like this weird relationship they had going, where they would just share, as long as they knew if they shared their food.
Oh,
These
yeah.
dogs would be like, yeah, what's up?
They're a tool for them, right?
Saudi Arabian baboons kidnap puppies and raise them as pets.
Oh, shit.
Oh, maybe this is it.
Kidnap puppies? Like
This is a real deal.
raising Arizona?
What the hell's going on here?
I guess they're just like kind of like feral dogs out there, right?
Yeah.
Drive to start a family certainly be a powerful one. But could it explain a strange behavior?
Are we the only species that keeps pets? Would the alligator who keeps that other thing on him, would that qualify?
No, it's a host
No,
parasite
no, it's a host.
relationship.
Okay. There's the pink butt.
This would be the only other example I could think of.
Whoa, it's actually grabbing a puppy. Holy shit. Just dragging him through the dirt,
Oh,
too.
it's kind of
Yeah, we can't see that shit.
Are we still live and everything?
So that's their dog there?
Yeah, what can't you guys see?
Oh, it just kind of froze. That's all. I just wondered.
Oh,
if
so, yeah, look at him.
it was a fuck around.
Look at him.
Oh,
He's like, you're coming with me, pal.
but then what?
I don't know. Where did they get wild dogs? I guess there's
You
just
can't
wild
just take him
dogs.
from his ma. See, that's some weird shit. Like,
Weber was definitely raised by wolves.
what's he doing? He's like, oh, my girlfriend would be throwing up right now. She would. She can't handle a single thing like this.
Toughen up, Kaylee.
Like, just to be naive.
Oh, God. People are going to go on Google and start Googling your girlfriend now. Said the name.
Yeah, she'd be like, well, we have to kill baboons now, right? Like,
Gotta
they're
go.
all dead. Like, you can't treat the animals like that. Like, call PETA. Let's do this. These fucking assholes. Yeah, it's weird how you like some animals. We can't handle them being treated like that.
Well, you just don't like to see any animals treated like that.
Right. But nature, it's like
Yeah,
it's the only way it is.
Yeah.
There's no like real love out there.
Yeah.
Especially
It's survival.
interspecies. Yeah.
It's survival.
yeah,
100%
yeah.
survival.
Which is so black and white. Mm-hmm. It's like, but now they look like they're chilling.
Yeah, they're good
Well,
buds now.
So
They're not going to complain
This is your
anymore.
life now. So does that make the monkey like some sort of
It's funny because the monkeys are smaller than them.
like is that
Like, look at but the dog's just like, I have no means to deal with these guys.
Well, they become. It would be like
well?
that
Why would
dog
a dog
becoming
fucking
your.
like you at all? Right? Like it's like they
Yeah,
just
because you feed
You
them.
feed them?
yeah they have this thing set up where, I mean obviously, I don't know how they're getting these domesticated dogs. I thought it would be like a pack of like dogs like
Wild.
you know the
feral
dogs out in the desert where
Pretty sure
Yeah,
that dog
they're,
has
like,
a collar.
They're
on
not
it.
foxes. They're not coyotes.
Yeah.
They're not
Yeah.
like these weird little dogs. This is like a breed of dog where it's like somebody mismanaged.
Aren't all
a
the
box
cool
of puppies.
animals in Africa? Is that where all the cool shit is?
Because it's cool, but you don't want to fucking be around it.
But is it only cool because it's not normal to us?
Oh yeah.
Like
Well, it's cool
like
'cause they're
moose,
killing
like
machines.
moose and bears, they're like 'cause
Omnivores
we
and
see
shit,
them.
though. It's
well,
like,
if you talk to somebody from Africa, they're gonna say, "Oh, you're grizzly bears,"
Yeah,
Yeah.
they'll,
Oh,
they'll
like,
probably
wow,
think
they're-
you're bears. Or
and we look at them.
or your
and-
cougars,
or
mountain
cougars.
lions, whatever,
Yeah.
right? It's
We
like
got
those
a
things
good-
are next
good
level
batch of
cats.
Cougars, trust me.
Apparently, their strength to size ratio is like pretty off the wall.
Oh yeah.
As far as cats go,
cougar?
like mountain lions, yeah.
Is there a difference between a mountain lion and a cougar? Whatever happened to
No,
that cheetah that got on the loose there down in the Coonies?
I think
I think cheetahs are the weakest cat. Like the
They're
last
fast,
one you
but
want
they're-
to see scrap because it's like they
but
don't
they're
want to
the
square
fast,
circle.
yeah.
Yeah, they
Yeah,
need
yeah.
like distance, stick and move.
right. Did you see those legs that guy made?
No.
what?
He has a
Maybe.
He has a dream to run with cheetahs.
Oh right,
he
right,
made
right.
legs.
We were making fun of this guy last time, I think.
Or
Maybe just
I
privately.
don't know.
privately.
Maybe privately off the air.
Is that the guy that killed his girlfriend in South Africa?
Pretorius,
cheetah legs?
You fucking cheater.
yeah.
He had like
Oh,
spectrum.
weirdo that guy is. Poor little Tink Tink. They
these
told this
things.
motherfucker he couldn't run because he had an unfair advantage. This nigga got no life.
Who's Dennis Northcutt racing an ostrich?
I don't know. He can run backwards faster than that guy can run forwards.
But how about running forwards? We know there are plenty of animals faster.
Oh, that's not even close.
How do we stack up against other
They're-
We don't. Period.
Bipedals? I'm not sure.
Ostriches can do like 45K though.
Yeah. I don't know how. They can't fly.
They can't seem to get it off the air.
How else are you going to survive as a bird if you can't haul ass?
You gotta fly.
If you can't fly.
Yeah.
explosive speed? Dennis is one of the most dangerous receivers in the league.
Apparently some guy on the Ravens. It's like 23. Probably worth like $20 million.
Retiring?
No, he got in a motorcycle accident. He died like just now.
What?
He'd like been in critical condition for a day or two.
Yeah.
It's like, dog. put that motorbike down. Like, what the fuck you doing?
Yeah.
This isn't the Rough Riders anthem.
My parents just got back from Barbados, and they said it's crazy down there. The motorbikes. Like I've seen like Jamaica. I know when the Jamaica they have a crew like the Rough Riders crew. I saw Nitro Circus when they went there, met up with them, and did shit. But I thought that stunting's a real thing in those countries.
Just wheeling and
Yeah, my parents said they're just driving down the road, and Buddy just comes by, just
they
like
had that.
"Wah!"
Yeah.
And he just like is standing on the back and starts like doing kicking his legs out and heel clickers while he's doing a thing and do like a little show for you. Then they just wheel away.
That new Rocky Balboa movie, Creed. It's like the 7th installment of it or whatever.
Right.
So he's training Apollo Creed's son. They do that where he's like running, and then he's got a bunch of guys on quads and dirt bikes around him, and he's like training by outrunning them and stuff like that. It's like they're not chasing him; they're just like they're supporting him. But it's like him running with a bunch of dirt bikes and stuff. I was like, oh, yeah, that's what you do in the hood, I guess. This ostrich doesn't know what the fuck's up.
No.
Put a cheetah behind that ostrich.
I know the ostrich is like jaunting.
It's just like, oh, what are we doing?
Have
Yeah, that motherfucker ain't got nothing.
Have you ever seen have you seen when
Yo,
ostriches?
I'll be the
are
ostrich. I'll be the cheetah. I'll beat anybody. I'm the best there is.
ostrich running.
My name is Dennis Northcutt.
Cheetah.
All right, I run a 4.40.
Like when these ostriches are the funniest thing to watch run because
Cheetah versus ostrich versus gazelle. Like, this is who's faster.
this was my favorite.
Gazelles get no love, hey?
No.
Like, when they get... Show me some of them just getting away. That's their triumph, right? That's their victory.
The craziest is this though. When those
Cheetah can't touch me, biatch.
what are those things called? Like
Here we go. Like, that just being one of the things where you're just, like, trying to hide behind everybody else. Just like, look at that. Don't get singled out here.
everyone just goes
Strength
left,
in
you
numbers.
go right. You're
Strength
like,
in
"Fuck."
numbers. Get in the middle
Well, why
of the
isn't he
circle.
taking these
Look,
guys?
I know.
Like, why did he pick that?
Because they got to
fucking
break
guy?
one off. They wait for the guy who breaks one
He
off.
just cuts right to the front, and he's like, "Yep, coming for you. I'll
Thank
take
you.
another one."
There was
We're almost up. We have more.
a thing. I'm reading this book right now called The Selfish Gene, and it's talking about how things evolve like through being selfish, like natural selection, and altruism or being like that hero doesn't make your species go forward. So everyone who's here has gotten here by being selfish. Because he says one of the altruistic
Okay,
behaviors.
say that again. Being that hero doesn't make it go forward.
Being altruistic, being the guy. So, like, one of the examples he draws is this behavior right here.
So if you're gonna be the hero who's gonna like go and try and ram the cheetah,
Some antelopes in this situation, they run out there and they move in front of the cheetah, and it breaks his vision of tracking, and it's enough for both of them to get away.
yeah,
But over the amount of time in natural selection, those genes don't carry on because that guy dies.
Yeah.
And then everyone's like, I'm not fucking doing that. Or like, those genes don't live on.
right.
Only makes sense. Nobody wants to commit suicide. And on a gene level, it's more of a...
Well, that's one thing I've always said is
that's-
I hope I never have to yell in my life is just go save yourself. It's something I hope I never have to say in my life.
Either that or I'll pick up the bill, right?
Either.
Those two things, go save yourself and I'll pick up the bill. You'll never hear that from Alex.
I think I remember that. That was a commercial or some joke somewhere where like the guy pulls out his wallet
Yeah.
and the guys grab the wallet. They like hoist it in the air. And they're like, oh my god, the magical lost wallet or fucking bill or whatever. Yeah. No way. And they like play it right up and he just embarrassed the guys.
Yeah.
That's funny.
Look at these ostriches. They're
Oh,
kicking
dude,
ass.
wait till they get cruising. Watch when they put her up to full speed. Ostriches boogie, and they're the coolest looking things when they run.
Whatever. They're the goofiest looking thing.
No, watch when they run.
They're useless as fuck.
Just wait till you see it running.
That
Look at it. Get me
like-
the fuck out of here! Look at him.
It's like in Star Wars with those things on the two feet that walk through all
walkers.
clumsy and shit like that. They're useless. Fuck, they're really useless.
Yeah,
You're gonna-
those are like half camel, half ostrich or whatever.
They're not even fast. They're just clumsy and oafy and shit like that.
Just goofy.
That is a
fuckers.
big like.
I like watching their tail.
All the
What if you
speeders are
cut the
pretty cool.
tail off a cheetah? How much does that slow them down, you think?
Well, just their balance probably, because if you notice it, they use it like a rudder. Right?
Yeah, I know.
It's back
When
and
you
forth
watch them
all
go
the time.
back and forth, it's always swinging.
Another thing that this guy argues or comes out of this book is that like when the antelope just rolls over and it just lays there and it stops fighting, apparently they posit that it's happy at that moment.
Oh.
Somehow, some way with the chemicals that are rushing through
Now
his
you
brain.
got me.
I think that's what you tell
It's
your
like-
kids when they see that.
No,
Yeah, it's like
trust
Bambi.
me, he's getting
Scientifically-
tickled right now.
Scientifically,
He loves it. He
no,
loves it.
scientifically, apparently that's why they stop fighting.
Oh, really?
Because they don't kick anymore. They don't do anything. You don't try to get out of those jaws. They're just like, okay.
Well, it's like a shark when
and
you
it's
flip
like
it
for
on.
some reason they're calm in that moment.
Oh yeah, if you flip them upside down or
Flip
something.
a shark, they go comatose, right?
Well, that's like
I don't know if
say,
you can see that.
that's same with cats.
But
Like,
he's in the water with a
you, ever see-
Look at it.
you got to take top control.
Well, listen, idiot. If you're not gonna roll it over, you're gonna lose a limb.
Fucking, what is that?
Yeah, it's 1,800 pounds, but it's in the water.
Yeah, how hard? Yeah, how much could it hurt?
It's floating, idiot.
If you put a belt around like a cat's stomach line, you ever seen that? They just go dead.
Is it slimming or?
They just won't move.
Really?
Yeah, it's weird. Belt on cat. Probably
on
gonna get
cat.
some weird shit. Cat versus
Yeah.
belt. But
Arctic cat drag.
what if they put a belt on them and they're just like no, their back legs just like quit working. I think they won't do anything. It's weird.
Maybe it's just
Wonder
because
what the
cats
actual-
are lazy usually.
wonder what the actual logic is behind that. Because I'm gonna fuck you up now, son.
Well, it's like when you put something on cats' feet, right? They do those weird walks and shit like that.
Do they?
Wow.
How much are the whiskers affecting cats?
I don't
I'm
know.
not sure what they use those for.
Oh, well, I heard it's all their balance, right? Like if you get rid of their whiskers, they're fucked. Yeah. Putting a belt on a cat, you just get a bunch of Arctic cats.
Cats.
Snowmobiles. These things are blowing more belts than we know what to do with. Fuck. Just a struggle. We're at an hour. Should we call her?
Yeah, sure.
It's just getting close
Time
to
is
dinner
it?
time. I gotta cook some shit.
Yeah. I had to go smoke another joint or something.
Oh my god, it's on the air. Yeah. It's on the air. We're fucked. Well, there we go. We're pulled off of iTunes, Stitcher Radio. All right, folks. Thanks for tuning in. A little bit of a slow start. We got going to some pretty interesting stuff there, like ostriches towards the end. So thanks for tuning in and listening to that. Yeah, thanks for coming, Clay.
Good to be
It
here.
was good. Yeah, we'll let you go now so you can go come somewhere else.
Hey, right on. Take care of yourselves. Take care of each other.